been tracing every step I made, through the silence, through the noise I played, all the faces that I couldn't read, all the dreams that slipped away from me. I held on a little too tight to the wrong things in my life. Now I'm learning how to lose, just to find a different truth. Every shadow has a name, every scar a quiet flame. I don't need to run away, I can stand inside the pain. Somewhere between the lines I wrote, I found a place I didn't know, where broken roads still lead me home, and I'm not walking them alone. Oh, every doubt I used to hold turns to something I can't grow. Somewhere between the lines I wrote, I'm finally letting go. I couldn't hear my voice, drowning in 1,000 different thoughts. Every answer felt so far away, every silence had a price to pay. But the cracks let the light come through, now I see what I couldn't do. All the weight I tried to hide was just fear I kept inside. Every fall has left a mark, every tear lit up the dark. I don't need to be the same, I just need to play my part. Somewhere between the lines I wrote, I found a place I didn't know, where broken roads still lead me home, and I'm not walking them alone. Every doubt I used to hold turns to something I can't grow. Somewhere between the lines I wrote, I'm finally letting go. If I'm lost, then let me be. There's a truth in wandering. Not every road is meant to last, not every moment needs a map. Take the weight, set it down, feel the quiet all around. In the space I used to fear, I can finally hear. Somewhere between the lines I wrote, I found the strength to let it show, that broken parts can still be whole, and every ending shapes my soul. Oh, every doubt I used to hold, now it's something made of gold. Somewhere between the lines I wrote, I finally found my home. the sun, even if it's late. Hands full of yesterday, still you create. Step through the noise, let it fall behind. There's a quiet strength only you can find. Carry the light, let it lead your way. Even when the sky turns gray, take it slow, you're closer than before. You don't need to know it all. Carry the light, just breathe and move. Every step is something new. Hold what you've learned, let the past be kind. Every broken line still rewrites your mind. Stay in the now, let the moment speak. You're not on your own, even when you're weak. Carry the light, let it lead your way. Even when the sky turns gray, take it slow, you're closer than before. You don't need to know it all. Carry the light, just breathe and move. Every step is something new. There's a spark within you, time cannot erase. Carry the light, let it lead your way. Even when the sky turns gray, take it slow, you're stronger than before. You don't need to fear the fall. Carry the light, just one more try. Everything begins inside. Hold the day, even when it fades. Quiet in your chest, in the choices that you make. Take it slow, let the moment breathe. Every hidden doubt is a chance to still believe. Through the noise, through the restless night, there's a steady spark waiting just to shine its light. Feel it grow in the smallest ways. Every step you take is rewriting all your days. Ooh, you don't need the answers now. Ooh, you don't need to see somehow. Step into the light, let it guide your way. Even when the skies turn gray, every little move you make brings you closer than yesterday. Step into the light just a little more. You don't need to see the shore. Everything you're searching for is already yours. Stay with time, let it move through you. Every scar you hold paints a deeper point of view. All the tears, all the silent fights built a stronger heart hidden underneath the night. Let it rest, you don't have to run. Every piece of you is becoming who you want. Take my hand, you don't stand alone. In the quiet space, there's a place that feels like home. Ooh, you don't need to rush the flow. closer than yesterday. Step into the light just a little more. You don't need to see the shore. Everything you're searching for is already yours. Morning breeze through the open air. Every breath you take is a promise waiting there. Feel the sun on your waking skin. All the weight you held slowly drifting in the wind. No more fear, no more looking back. Every step ahead keeps you right on track. Trusting now, let it pull you through. There's a better place starting here with you. When it all feels distant, when the ground won't stay, close your eyes and listen. There's another way. In the hush between it all, you can hear the call. Every time you fall, you can rise again. Light is falling on the floor, like it's searching for a place. Every shadow slowly moves, leaving nothing but a trace. There's a stillness in the room I can feel but can't explain. Like the world is holding back, just to breathe before the change. I don't try to make it last, I don't try to make it stay. There's a beauty in the fact it is already slipping away. Distant voices come and go, like a wave I cannot hold. Every story passing by feels familiar, feels untold. There's a rhythm in the air, even silence has a sound. If I listen carefully, there's a meaning all around. I don't need to understand every reason, every truth. All I have is what I feel in a moment passing through. If it fades, I let it fade. If it breaks, I let it break. Every second that I take is a chance I shouldn't waste. It's a moment passing through, like a light I almost knew. I don't need to hold it tight, I just watch it drift from view. Every color, every sound doesn't have to stay around. There's a peace in letting go of a moment passing through. Soft and quiet, turning slow. Every corner of the day starts to loosen, starts to go. There's a calm I didn't plan in the things I couldn't keep. Like the world is telling me some things only come to leave. I can sit inside the flow. I can let it come and go. There's a freedom in the now, more than I have ever known. I was trying to define every feeling, every line. Now I'm learning just to see what is here in front of me. I don't need to make it mine, I don't need to make it last. All I have is this right now, not the future, not the past. There's a softness in goodbye, there's a grace in letting be. Every ending passing by leaves a quiet part of me. I can feel it as it goes, I don't need to understand. It was never mine to hold, just a moment in my hands. It's a moment passing through, like a dream that feels so true. I don't need to hold it tight, I just let it move me through. Every heartbeat, every sound, slowly fading, settling down. There's a peace I finally found in a moment passing through. It was never mine to keep, just a moment passing through. Light drips slow across the floor, like it's never been here before. Air is thinner than it seems, carrying the end of dreams. I left echoes in the sheets, where the night and silence meet. All the noise I used to know doesn't follow where I go. Opened up without a guard, didn't brace against the dark. Let the moment take its shape without a fight. Feel so light. Gravity let me go this time, didn't pull me back in line. I was floating past the fear, like I never lived in here. Gravity let me go at last, all the weight I couldn't pass turned to dust inside the air. I don't feel it anywhere. In quiet bliss, there were versions left behind, trying hard to redefine what it meant to just be still, without forcing how I feel. I don't chase what disappears or negotiate with fear. Let it move the way it wants, I won't control. Not my role. There's a spark beneath my skin, Not from loss but letting in. Every crack I try to close now becomes the way it flows. I was buried in the sound of a world that pulled me down. Now the silence feels alive, like I finally arrived. Like I finally arrived. Start dissolving into proof that I never needed walls. I was building them from calls. Every doubt that shaped my days, losing grip in subtle ways. Not erased but rearranged into something I can face. Gravity, let me go this time. Didn't pull me back in line. I was floating past the fear, like I never lived in here. Gravity let me go at last. All the weight I couldn't pass turned to dust inside the air. I don't feel it anywhere. No. I was anchored to the fall. Now I'm not afraid at all. Standing where the silence grows, learning what it means to flow. Pale gold resting on the floor, through the cracks beneath the door. I was halfway out again, running circles in my head. Every morning felt the same, like a spark without a flame. I kept reaching for a sign that was never really mine. I was always leaning out, trying not to feel the doubt, but the silence pulled me in instead of away, made me stay. I learned to stay inside the light, not to run, not to hide. Let it fall, let it rise, let it be without a fight. I learned to stay when it got hard, when it left me in the dark. Now I feel it in my veins, I don't need to run again. the parts I used to skip. I don't fight what comes and goes, or pretend that I still know every answer that I thought I had before. There is more. There's a quiet underneath every breath I didn't keep, every word I never said echoes softer in my head. All the pressure disappears when I stop feeding the fear. There's a strength in standing still, stronger than a force of will. I learned to stay inside the light, not to ride, not to hide. Let it fall, let it rise, let it be without a fight. I learned to stay when it got hard, when it left me in the dark. Now I feel it in my veins, I don't need to run again. All the exit sounds new, don't feel like the only truth. There's a space I couldn't see, now it's opening in me. Every time I almost break turns into a shift I take. Not a fall, not a loss, just another line I cross. I learned to stay inside the light, even when it dims at night. I don't fear what I might face, I don't turn and walk away. I learned to stay, I learned to feel every moment turning real. Now I stand without escape, and I finally feel awake. I was always passing through, never staying long enough. Now I'm here, I'm not undone. I don't need to be someone.
Across the floor, dust and light I've seen before. Left my worries in the sheets, let them fade without a need. Held the hours in my palm, didn't force them to belong. The sky stayed wide, didn't ask me why I came, didn't call my name. I let the moment breathe on its own. No need to carry what I've outgrown. I let the moment breathe on its own. No need to carry what I've outgrown.
There's a rhythm waking in me, like a flame learning to grow, cutting through the undertow. There's a rhythm waking in me, I can feel it take control, I can feel it in my soul.
All the silence has a sound. Every doubt I used to keep starts to loosen, starts to leave. There's a rhythm waking in me, like a flame learning to grow, cutting through the undertow. There's a rhythm waking in me, I can feel it take control, I can feel it in my soul. I was shrinking to fit the frame, I was hiding from my name. Now I'm standing where I glow, saying I won't let this go, no, no, oh, no.
Let it open slow today, no need to rush the light away. Let the morning find my eyes before the noise begins to grow. Quiet colors spill like ink on the things I barely know. Shadows resting on the floor like they've always been at home. Every crack and every line has a story of its own. Let me wander through this light where the ordinary stays in the corners of a breath, in the smallest passing phase. Let me feel it as it plays, let it move without a name. Hear the echo down the hall, half a laugh and half a sigh. Fragments drifting through the day like they're not meant to survive. Someone speaking way too soft, words dissolving as they fall. Little pieces of a life barely noticed at all. Let me hold it while it bends, every flicker, every frame, in the rhythm of the dust, in the way it never stays still. It calls me back again, like a whisper through the gray. And I don't need a reason why, everything just passes by. If I listen close enough, there's a truth I can't deny. Let me stay inside this now, where it shifts but never breaks. Every quiet, every flaw, every move the moment makes. I don't need to chase it down, I just need to let it be. All the beauty in between, and all the things we barely see. Let it rise and let it fall, like a wave across the sea. I am smaller than it all, still it feels like home to me. Watch the daylight slowly turn, golden edges start to fade. Every second softly burns, then it slips into the shade. There's a silence in between, every word we never say, like a door left open wide to a place we cannot stay. Let me trace it with my hands, every texture, every tone, and all the things I thought I lost were just waiting to be known. In the stillness of the air, I don't feel so alone. If the weight becomes too wide, I quiet, in the cold, in the slowly fading day. Let me stay inside this now, where it shifts but never breaks. Every quiet, every flaw, every move the moment makes. I don't need to chase it down, I just need to let it be. All the beauty in between, all the things we barely see. Let it echo, let it flow through the spaces left in me. I am learning to let go of the need for certainty. Let it open slow today. I was never meant to stay, just to see it, just to feel as it slips and drifts away.
Morning finds me where I stay, not asleep but not awake. Somewhere in between the lines of all I couldn't leave behind. The light arrives without a sound, it doesn't try to pull me out. It rests upon what I have been, and lets the quiet settle in. I used to fight the weight I feel, try to force it into something real. Now I let it come and go, like a tide I'll never know. There's no urgency to change, no need to name what feels this strange. If it stays or if it leaves, I don't hold it, I don't grieve. I no longer argue with the silence, I let it say what I can't say. Every word I try to hold on to slowly faded anyway. I no longer reach for meaning like it's something I can claim. If it finds me, I will listen. If it doesn't, I remain. There was a time I needed more, something certain, something sure. Now I stand beside the light, and I don't ask for it back. Every thought that used to race now dissolves without a trace. Not resolved, not understood, just quieter than it once could. I don't measure where I've been or compare what might have been. There's a stillness I have found in not needing solid ground. If this is all there is to feel, I won't ask it to be real. If it's hollow, let it stay. I won't push it all away. I no longer argue with the silence, I don't ask it to explain. There's a peace inside the absence, even if it's close to pain. I no longer search for answers hidden somewhere in the gray. If I'm lost inside the quiet, I will let myself just stay. I thought I had to understand, to give my life a place to stand. But understanding never came, only distance, only change. Now I sit without a need to resolve what I can't read. Not complete, not torn apart, just a quieter kind of heart. I no longer argue with the silence, I
silence, no defiance, just a life aligned with silence.
Even in the loneliest night, there's a spark that feels like light. Tiny echoes in my chest, like a secret I suppress. Every doubt I tried to keep was just buried way too deep. There's a signal in the noise, there's a truth beneath the voice. Every step I thought I lost still was leading through the dark. I can feel it in the air, like it's always waiting there. I don't need a runaway, I don't need another fate. Every shadow that I face starts to slowly lose its shape. It's a glow that never fades, even when I lose my way. Through the dark, through the gray, keeps calling out my name. I don't need to chase the light, it's been living deep inside. Every fall, every break feeds a glow that never fades. Of it all. Every time I turned away, you were never far astray. Like a rhythm I ignored, like a door I never opened before. Every piece I left behind still was part of this design. Now I see it in a flash. Nothing ever truly passed. In the dark I start to see every part I used to be, and it's reaching out to me like it never set me free. It's a glow that never fades, even when I lose my way. Through the storm, through the rain, it keeps burning just the same. I don't need to hold it tight, I just need to let it rise. Every scar, every ache feeds a glow that never fades. There's a moment in between where I'm not who I have been. Every fear begins to crack as I slowly take it back. All the nights I couldn't see were just shaping what I'd be. Every doubt I tried to fight was just leading to this light. I was never truly lost, just forgetting what it cost. When the dark feels infinite and I'm sinking into it, there's a voice I recognize telling me I'll be alright. I don't have to force the flame, I don't have to play the game. Every flicker, every spark has been guiding through the dark. There's a light I can't outrun, there's a truth I can't undo. Every road I tried to leave still was leading back to you. It's a glow that never fades. Even when I lose my way, through the dark, through the gray, keeps calling out my name. I don't need to search outside. All I need is what's inside. Every fall, every break, built a glow that never fades. Spark that feels like light. It's a glow that never fades.
Across the wall, morning doesn't rush at all. I was holding things too tight, now they slip into the light. Footsteps echo down the hall, but I don't chase them anymore. Every thought I used to fight feels quieter this time. Soft light, no weight on me. Nothing here I have to be. Let it come and let it leave. I'm exactly where I need. Soft light, no weight to hold. Even letting go feels gold. I don't need to chase control. I can finally feel it slow. Window open, quiet breeze carries off we used to be. Every version left behind doesn't ask me to rewind. There's a calm I never knew in the space I'm walking through, like the world just hit reset without asking for regret. I don't need a perfect line explain what's on my mind. Let it drift and rearrange. I'll be okay either way. Something shifting deep below. Not a rush but steady glow. All the noise I held inside turns to space I can't deny. Soft light, no weight on me. Nothing here I have to be. Let it come and let it leave. I'm exactly where I need. Soft light, no weight to hold. Even letting go feels gold. I don't need to chase control. I can finally feel it slow. moving free, right where I'm supposed to be. Morning leaning on the glass, shadows fading as they pass. There was noise inside my chest, now it finally comes to rest. Curtains breathing with the breeze, carrying what used to be. Every worry I held tight, losing shape in softer light. I was chasing every sign, trying hard to read the lines. Now I let the silence speak, saying less is what I need. There's a stillness in the room, like the day just came too soon, but it feels exactly right. Not too dark, not too bright. I don't rush to understand every change, a shifting plan. Let it fall into its place without a sound. All around, I don't reach for what might break or define each step I take. There's a rhythm in the air I didn't see, calling me right where the quiet begins. I can feel it under my skin. Not a question, not a fight, just a moment, sitting right where the quiet begins. I don't have to force the wind. Let it carry, let it move. There's nothing left to prove. Half a dream still in my head, but it doesn't pull me back, doesn't keep me off my track. There were versions of myself I kept hiding on a shelf. Every what if, every doubt, slowly finding their way out. Footsteps on a quiet street, echo soft beneath my feet, like I'm learning how to stay without drifting far away. There's a calm I can't explain, moving softly through my veins. Not a rush, not a demand, just a touch I understand. I don't need to name the change or control what rearranges. Let it open like the sky above my head. Nothing said, I don't hold what wants to leave or pretend I still believe in the weight I used to carry every day. Fade away. Something deeper starts to glow, not too fast but slow and low, like a fire learning air. Finally finding it was there. All the pressure, all the noise, all the echoes, all the voids turn to space I can move through, like I'm seeing something new. Every scar I tried to hide, every place I stayed inside, now they open, now they shift, now they feel like something lived. Right where the quiet begins, I can feel it under my skin. Not a question, not a fight, just a moment, sitting right where the quiet begins. I don't have to force the wind. Let it carry, couldn't see start to open quietly. Not because I forced them wide, but I stopped the need to hide. Every word I couldn't say finds a softer kind of way. Not too loud, not too late, just enough to resonate. I was bending just to fit every space that wasn't it. Now I stand without a frame, not defined by any name. There's a light I didn't know, somewhere deeper in the flow. Not outside, not above, just a quiet kind of love.
Left the lights where I used to stay. No clear plan, just a breakaway. Engine humming like a second heart, pulling me into the dark. Review fading into blue. Every doubt I ever knew. Whispers loud but getting small. I don't answer them at all. I've been lost in different ways, still I chose another lane. No instruction, no control, just a pull I can't let go. Every road could turn me back, every sign could change the track, but I don't feel the need to stay the same, not this time again. No map, just motion in my veins. I'm learning how to break the chains. Every mile I don't regret, even when I'm not there yet. No map, just motion, open sky. Let the questions pass me by. I don't need to understand, I just move with open hands. Oh, yeah. Gas station lights and pouring rain. Talking to myself again. Every version I outgrew, left behind without a clue. Cities blur into a line, somewhere in between the time. I stopped asking what's the point, started trusting every joint. Even silence in the ride feels like something deep inside, telling me to let it be, not to overthink the sea. I don't chase what fades away, or the words I couldn't say. Every wrong turn that I take feels like something I can make. No map, just motion in my veins. I'm learning how to break the chains. Every mile, oh no regret, even when I'm not there yet. No map, just motion, open sky. Let the questions pass me by. I don't need to understand, I just move with open hands. Headlights cutting through the night, everything is out of sight, but I've never felt more real than this unknown that I can feel. If the road disappears again, I'll still drive until the end. because I know the way, but because I choose today. No map, just motion in my veins. I'm learning how to break the chains. Every mile I don't regret, even when I'm not there yet. No map, just motion, open sky. I stopped asking reasons why. I don't need to understand. I just move with open hands.
Slow it down, just for a while. There's a reason in the small.
Morning leaning through the blinds, drawing lines across the bed. Little pieces of a dream, still floating in my head. Coffee cooling on the side, while the day begins to form. Nothing asking me to run, nothing pushing me to perform. I can stay a second more, I don't need to understand. Every moment passing by fits inside my open hands. Voices drifting from outside, like a wave that comes and goes. Someone living out a life that I'll never really know. Every step along the street leaves a rhythm in the air. Even in the random noise, there's a pattern hiding there. I don't have to follow through every path I see unfold. I can let it pass me by, I can learn to just be whole. Maybe less is more than enough, maybe quiet stronger than love. In the stillness I can trust, there's a meaning in the dust. Hold the small things, let them stay, even as they fade away. Every heartbeat, every sound is a piece of what I found. I don't need a perfect view, I don't need to make it new. All the beauty that I see lives inside the small and weak. Afternoon begins to fall, golden slipping into gray. Every second soft and thin, like it doesn't want to stay. There's a calm inside the change, like the world just takes a breath. Nothing here is here to last, still it doesn't feel like death. I can sit and watch it turn, I can let it come undone. There's a freedom in the now, like I've already won. If it leaves, I let it go. If it stays, I let it be. Every high and every low doesn't take too much from me. I was chasing something more, I was reaching way too far. Now I see it in the cracks, now I see it where we are. Spaces left unfilled, there's a quiet everywhere. There's a voice that isn't stilled. I can hear it if I try, I can feel it if I stay. All the things I passed before now are showing me the way. Hold the small things, just for a while. There's a reason in the small. There's a glow I can't deny, even when I close my eyes. Little embers in the back of my mind flicker softly, never asking for time. Every word that I buried too deep still was glowing underneath what I keep. There's a whisper in the lines that I trace, like a map I never chose to erase. All the pieces I was trying to hide stayed alive somewhere inside. Even silence starts to speak when I'm standing on the edge of me. I can feel it in the dark, like a pulse beneath the scars. Every step that pulls me far still leads back to who we are. Lights are left inside, lead me home through the dark where I feel alone. When the night pulls me too far away, lights are left inside, show me the way. Even when I lose control, you're the signal in my soul. When the silence starts to grow, lights are left inside, let me know. Let me feel you when I fall. You were with me through it all. You were there in the cracks of the fall, in the moments I felt nothing at all. Every time that I lost what was true, you were shining in a different view. Like a rhythm I forgot how to hear, still it echoes when the distance is near. All the hope that I tried to outrun wasn't gone, just undone. Every doubt I tried to name only fed the quiet flame. In the shadows I can see every part I used to be, and it's calling out to me like you never let me leave. Lights are left inside, lead me home through the dark I've always known. When the night feels heavy and slow, lights are left inside, let it show. Every fear I tried to hide turns to echoes deep inside. When the silence starts to grow, lights are left inside, let me know. I don't have to chase the light. You were burning here the whole time. You were burning here the whole time. There's a moment right before I break, where the past and present start to shake. Every memory I try to erase finds a quiet, steady place. I was running from a truth I knew, there was something pulling me back through. Every corner of the dark I feared had a trace of you still here. Even lost, I wasn't gone. I was guided all alone. When the shadows start to whisper and I fade into the gray, you're the spark I still remember, pulling me back to my way. I don't need to fight the night, I don't need to force the light. Every flicker, every sign was a part of me the whole time.
There's a glow I can't deny, even when I close my eyes. Lights are left inside, still alive.
It begins without a sound, like it's always been around. There's a flicker in the air, like a thought I almost knew. Light is resting on the edge of everything I'm passing through. Every corner holds a trace of a moment left behind, tiny echoes of a day I was never meant to find. I don't stop, I don't explain, I just let it come and go. There's a language in the still, only silence seems to know. Steps drifting out of time, like they're walking through a dream. Someone laughs and lets it fade, nothing's ever what it seems. Every detail bending slow, like it doesn't want to stay. All the lines are drawn in sand, and they're quietly erased. I can watch it as it moves, I can feel it as it slips, like a story never told. Still it lingers on my lips. If I try to hold too tight, it will disappear from sight. But if I just let it be, it keeps coming back to me. In between the quiet lines, there's a world I recognize, not too loud and not too far, just beneath the moving sky. Every second softly shines, and it fades without a sign. I don't need to make it mine. In between the quiet lines. Evening settles on the walls, shadows stretching out and thin, every color turning low, like it's slowly folding in. There's a calm I can't explain in the things I leave undone, like the days letting go of the race it never won. I don't need to chase the end, I don't need to understand. There's a beauty in the drift I was never meant to plan. If it breaks, I let it break. If it bends, I let it bend. Every moment that I take doesn't need to have an end. I was trying way too hard to define what I could feel. Now I'm learning just to stay with the parts that don't seem real. In the blur, there's a truth without a name. Every loss and every every step, every mile. I can feel something wild, all the doubt left behind. Now I'm moving, 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 moving. This is my time, time, time. I can feel it inside now. Light on my side, side, side. I ain't turning around. Every word that held me down, I don't hear that sound. This is my time, 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 and I'm living it now. Old reflections fade in the rear view. Every shadow lost in the blue. Every turn brings a better view. Every moment feels like truth. If I fall, I rise. Got that fire in my eyes. No more fear, no disguise. Still I'm moving, moving, moving. This is my time, time, time. I can feel it inside now. Light on my side, side, side. I ain't turning around. Every word that held me down, I turn it into my song. This is my time, 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 and I'm living it now. Let it go, let it fade, all the weight that I carry. Take a breath, feel the space. I was never unready. This is my time, time, time. I can feel it inside now. Light on my side, side, side. I ain't turning around. Every word that held me down, I turn it into something loud. This is my time, 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 and I'm living it now. Open road, open sky. No more asking reasons why. Step by step, I find my way into a brighter day. It was never mine to keep. Just a moment passing through. Light is falling on the floor, like it's searching for a place. Every shadow slowly moves, leaving nothing but a trace. There's a stillness in the room I can feel but can't explain. Like the world is holding back, just to breathe before the change. I don't try to make it last, I don't try to make it stay. There's a beauty in the fact it is already slipping away.
voices come and go, like a wave I cannot hold. Every story passing by feels familiar, feels untold. There's a rhythm in the air, even silence has a sound. If I listen carefully, there's a meaning all around. I don't need to understand every reason, every truth. All I have is what I feel in a moment passing through. If it fades, I let it fade. If it breaks, I let it break. Every second that I take is a chance I shouldn't waste. It's a moment passing through, like a light I almost knew. I don't need to hold it tight, I just watch it drift from view. Every color, every sound doesn't have to stay around. There's a peace in letting go of a moment passing through. Soft and quiet, turning slow. Every corner of the day starts to loosen, starts to go. There's a calm I didn't plan, and the things I couldn't keep. Like the world is telling me some things only come to leave. I can sit inside the flow, I can let it come and go. There's a freedom in the now, more than I have ever known. Trying to define every feeling, every line. Now I'm learning just to see what is here in front of me. I don't need to make it mine, I don't need to make it last. All I have is this right now, not the future, not the past. There's a softness in goodbye, there's a grace in letting be. Every ending passing by leaves a quiet part of me. I can feel it as it goes, I don't need to understand. It was never mine to hold, just a moment in my hands. It's a moment passing through, like a dream that feels so true. I don't need to hold it tight, I just let it move me through. Every heartbeat, every sound, slowly fading, settling down. There's a peace I finally found in a moment passing through.
in my hands. Every heartbeat writing something new. No more waiting on a second chance. Every step I take is breaking through. If I fall, I won't stay. Turn the night into day. Find my own kind of way. Still I'm moving, moving. Run to the skyline, line, line. Feel the light on my face. Step out of the shadow line. I'm done playing it safe. Every word they threw my way turns to rhythm when I play. Run to the skyline, line. I'm already on my way. No more looking back behind. Open roads, open mind. If it takes me all night long, I'll keep going till I'm strong. Run to the sky.